So you've started picking up speed with your draw to first shot, but when you start adding shots after that, either you're not hitting your target or they're just much slower than you want them to be. In this video, I want to show you a simple way to fix your grip to shoot much faster. What is up, guys? If you are new here, my name is Will Workman, and I'm here to give you the skills, the tools, and the mindset to help you protect yourself and your family. So like most of my lessons, this is something that I really learned the hard way. So I'll be blatantly honest with you guys. For the first few years that I really started practicing and doing some drills, all I worked on was my draw to first shot at a really close range. And what happened was that created some bad habits for me. The problem was you can get that first shot off really quick and even hit your target at 3 yards or 5 yards, and your grip can be terrible, your trigger pull can be terrible, and you're not ready to take a follow-up shot. That's pretty much what happened to me. So I trained myself into these bad habits, and then it took me a lot of time to work my way out of those. And one of those bad habits was that I really never worked on getting multiple shots off very quickly. Things like a bill drill. And it wasn't until I actually started working on the bill drill that I realized, gosh, I'm pretty terrible at this. It's a weakness of mine. It's not something that I work on a lot. So I tried this just a couple months ago, and when I ran the bill drill then, I think my time when I got all the shots on target was 4:08, which is not great, and that was like the 4th attempt at even getting the shots on target. That was in 4:08. So I was kind of frustrated about that. So just a few weeks ago, I took a class with Brian Hill from the Complete Combatant.
Brian Hill, the Complete Combatant.
And he helped me with something that was really, really helpful, and that was my grip. So when you start off shooting and you start getting some instructing, one of the first things that we often tell beginner students is you have to grip the gun really hard, which is true, right? Most of the time when a brand new beginner is missing the target, we're seeing a lot of movement in the muzzle, it's because they're not gripping the gun hard enough. However, when you get to kind of that intermediate level, you are able to control the gun well and you want to be able to shoot faster, then those simple solutions like grip the gun harder don't always work. It's not an across-the-board good solution. So something that Brian taught me to do, instead of really squeezing the gun with both hands as hard as I can, what was happening when I was doing that was, as I was starting to pull the trigger, I was gripping so hard with my dominant hand that I didn't have a whole lot of control with my trigger finger. So adding pressure gradually or even just quickly moving that finger was not working too well because I was so stiff because I was just gripping the life out of the gun. So what Brian had me do was grip the gun the way I normally would, and then instead of gripping the life out of the gun with both hands, actually loosening the grip on my dominant hand in order to have much more control with that trigger finger. So I want to show you kind of what that looks like and a little bit of the improvement that it's made for me in running things like the bill drill. It feels very different. It's kind of awkward at first because you're like, wait, I'm so used to gripping it so hard. So let's run a bill drill real quick and just see what that looks like. Last time I did this, I was at 4:08. So let's see where I'm at today. Also, if you're new to concealed carry or you're just trying to figure out a better way to conceal your handgun, then check out my free guide to concealment in the description down below. All right, so I did have one Charlie on that one. So it's a little bit high, but that was a 264. So let's try that one more time. Like I said, the Charlie is high and kind of right here on the target, just above the A zone. So I want to try that again because, like I said, I want to get them all in the A zone for sure. All right, par time is 3 seconds. Here we go. All right, those are all alphas. and that was in 247. So I am pretty thrilled with that. Let's go double check and make sure they're all in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So those are all alphas, and that was at 247. I'm really proud of that, honestly, because like I said, when I did this the last time, just a couple of months ago, I was 408 was where I was at, like comfortably, and that was like pushing it. That was my top speed then. So just that little bit of changing the grip pressure of more in my support hand rather than so much in my dominant hand really let me relax that trigger enough to go a little bit faster while maintaining the control with my support hand. Try this for yourself. Try the bill drill. Try another one where you're firing multiple shots, and just try to loosen that dominant hand just a little bit so that you can get a little bit more flexibility and a little bit more relaxation so that you can caress that trigger with your dominant hand. So give it a try for yourself and let me know how it goes. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Here's loosening it.